Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing on this fine spring day with a little drizzle outside, but it's very nice. So welcome to UCP. That is Andres on drums, that is Karen on vocals. I am Chris, doing whatever it is I do back here. This is my phone. My phone is on silent. That's what I would encourage you to do, is please put your phone on silent so it does not disrupt our meditation or lovely singing. We're about to get started here with a spirited version of Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. The lyrics are in the program. Please stand if you can, and good morning.
Good morning. That gets the energy going, doesn't it? Thank you, Bright Matter, for getting that going. And welcome to Unity Center of Peace. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland Cohen, and to my left is the wonderful Oswaldo Mora, who will be speaking with us today. He's doing the talk today. And we want to say a quick hello to those of you joining us online, on YouTube, on Facebook. And we appreciate you being here. And we'd love to know that you're here. So if you'd like to put a little something in the chat real quick, like, hi, I'm here, hello, then we can get a conversation going. All right, so let's just take a moment, take a breath, and feel that relaxation flowing through your body. Feel it bringing us into the present moment. And as Oswaldo lights the divine light candle, we'll just take a moment and appreciate that element of fire. And I invite you to say with me our opening invocation, which is on the sheet in the seat back in front of you, if you're not yet familiar with that. But first, again, take a breath into your heart center. Really feel that connection there with Spirit. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in, just feel the energy of that infinite, limitless love, that pure peace, the presence of the divine, which is right here in this moment, right here within us, all around us, and it is infinite good. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
Opportunity to dive a little more deeply into that energy of love. So if you would put anything that is in your laps to the side, really begin to relax into your chair, feel the chair supporting you so that you can really let go and surrender. And what are we surrendering? Just the ego mind. We are surrendering all the worry, all the fear, all the doubt, all the feeling that we have to do it all. We let that go. Take a nice deep breath in and feel that releasing now with the out breath, letting it go. And another deep breath in brings us into the present moment, brings us into the heart center. And this is where we connect with that infinite divine life energy, that power of love that just transcends all human understanding, that infinite divine light that we are expressions of. And as we get quiet, as we set our intention, as we bring our awareness to the center of our being, we can experience it, we feel it, we know it. We feel the awareness of who we truly are and our connection with the whole, the connection with each other on a profoundly deep level. And so I invite you together to take that idea and that experience even more deeply into the silence for the next couple of minutes. And so as we have surrendered that ego mind, the worries, the doubt, the fear, the human-only thinking, and surrendered that and allowed that infinite power of limitless love to hold us, to surround us, to fill our body with light, to fill our mind with wisdom, to fill our heart with love. Together in this room, we've created this real energy that is healing. It's healing. And into this healing energy of infinite love, I invite you to say the names of people who are on your mind and your heart that you would love to see have the same experience of love. Brian, And we're also sending prayerful energy to the prayer requests that have been placed in this prayer box, knowing that each request has within it its own answer. The request is just an opening for the answer to appear, whether that's health, healing, prosperity, peace, guidance, wisdom, whatever it is. There's an opening here for wholeness to be revealed in each of these individuals' lives. And we see them surrounded with love and light. So it is. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's begin to bring our awareness back into the room, back into our bodies, back into the present moment. Look around at all the faces of light that are on your left and on your right and in front of you and in back of you. Yeah. All right. And so I would invite you to say from this space that we have just experienced, to say our vision and mission statement together. Was on the front of the program or also on this sheet here, whichever one you got in your hand. And we're going to infuse this with intentional energy of that power that we have just touched in meditation. So together, our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission, we center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
Good morning. This is another one of those songs that I wish I had written. And I felt really called to share it today. I've been needing to hear it myself these last few days, and I feel like some of you may as well. So it's called Perfectly Loved. Who said that you weren't beautiful and that you didn't belong in your own skin? Who said that you were all alone, that you're never gonna find love again? So many little words So many little lies that have followed you all of your life. And looking for the truth, and look into your eyes, and you see it's been there the whole time. Even when you were running, even when you were hiding, never been a moment that you were not perfectly loved. When you barely believed it, when your eyes couldn't see it, every single moment you've always been perfectly loved. Ooh, perfectly loved. In the hands of the infinite, as the wounds of the heart become healed, see the kindness Spirit has for you, and how love's always been drawing you in. So many open doors, so many miracles that have followed you all of your life. Looking for the truth, look into your eyes, and you'll see it's been there the whole time. Ooh, even when you were running, even when you were hiding, never been a moment that you were not perfectly loved. When you barely believed it, when your eyes couldn't see it, every single moment you've always been perfectly loved. Ooh, perfectly loved. You're not a problem, you're not a mistake. Don't need fixing or solving in the arms of true grace. You're perfectly human, made from the dust. You've got a heart broken and scarred, yet perfectly loved. Even when you were running, even when you were hiding, never been a moment that you were not perfectly loved. When you barely believed it, when your eyes couldn't see it, every single moment you've always been perfectly loved. Even when you were running, even when you were hiding, never been a moment that you were not perfectly loved. When you barely believed it, when your eyes couldn't see it, every single moment you've always been perfectly loved. Perfectly loved. Always been perfectly loved. Perfectly loved.
Thank you very much. Remember, perfectly loved. That's what we are. How's everyone? You sure? How's everyone? You have to be convinced yourself. Yes, I am. How are you? You know, I'm raising the frequency here because the theme of today is about success. So, what if we talk about success? You know, in this life, oh yes, sometimes no. That's not success. Success is something that you experience from being great. Greatness is the state of success. And, you know, in order to begin this message today, as always, I have something to share in my own life experience. And this is just baked. Happened last month in March. It is, you know, the smell is around. And happens that in March actually 14, I went to Ecuador. And I had this vision of taking unity to Ecuador like 20 years ago. When I found unity, since I remember, I was a little one, I wanted to share good with people. I remember that I used to share my socks, my shoes, my belt in the pan, my notebooks, and my mother telling me all the time, hey, what's wrong with you? We don't have money to give anything to others. We barely have money for us. But I always felt that I have covered. I don't know, don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but I had this feeling that everything is fine and it's gonna be fine, even though at this moment I'm experiencing the lack of something, it will be fine. I had that all the time. But of course, nobody told me how to grow in that. I grew up with my grandmother, as I've been telling you a lot of times, going to church, Catholic, and praying for God to change his mind, and nothing happens. Very bad business. I said, Abuela, do you think that he's not listening? It's been 3 years asking for the same thing, and Papi's not coming back. So what? Let's change the strategy over here. Let's hire somebody else. But of course, my grandmother died with the knowledge of thinking that God is in heaven, and somebody is down there waiting for her if she behaves bad. So. But it's like when I was, I discovered that I am a shaman. I didn't know that I am a shaman until 1998. And next year, 1999, I find in a book information about unity. So that resonates with me perfectly. I used to live in New York that time. And I took the book. I found a church in New York. I was there next Sunday, and when I got in unity, I got scared because unity was about me. It wasn't about something outside. So when I heard the word meditation, I said, what is that? Positive prayers. I know how to pray, asking God, to change things. But that's no prayer. So I realized that I was an ignorant about a spirit. So we took some classes, and I got this mentor, Mario de Ferrari. He used to be the reverend in Anaheim, California. So he saw my potential, and he told me, I can guide you as long as you want, as long as you need. So that was perfect. So I started learning from unity, and I said, oh my gosh, this is very good. So I can give to the people in Ecuador. Always thinking to share what I have, always. So it didn't happen in the way that I thought. So I just get married, I have a new family, and I said, forget about that. Reality changes. So my dream of sharing unity with Ecuador, I thought that it wouldn't be possible at all. But in my life, I never quit the idea of being connected with spirit, experiencing spirit all the time, renewing myself. So in that process, I discovered that I am not only a shaman from South America, but I also had connections with Hawaii. How come? I have no clue. In this life, I've never been in Hawaii. I haven't met any from Hawaii. But happens that the techniques that I was using unconsciously in my healings came from Hawaii. How is it that I discovered? Because somebody invited me to a Hawaiian retreat. I just felt the call to go there. So when I get there, the shaman start doing the things that I used to do. I said, oh my God, I know this. And what is this? Where am I? So, that happens in 2006. So then he invited us to go to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii with them. We were like 18 shamans over there. trying to discover about, but I felt home. But I am not from Hawaii. I don't look like a Hawaiian, or do I? If you know something that I don't know, please let me know. So, but the knowledge, the energy, and then I understood something. The difference between a shaman from the Andes and a Hawaiian shaman is that the Hawaiian shaman becomes the elements, and the Andean shaman works with the elements. So, no wonder I have this combination, It is perfect combination. I remember that the shaman, then the boss there, when he introduced me with my partners, he said, "This is Oswaldo Mora, he comes from South America. So I recommend you, if he wants something from your plate, you better give it to him." And I said, "Why?" Yeah, he is very powerful. And I didn't know that. Because, of course, I don't know how to measure my power or my heart or my vision, because I was never educated in that way. So, what is it that is connected to my experience in March is that last December I was invited to be a part of a shamanic community in Ecuador. Someone introduced me to a director of this institute, and this institute prepares shamans in Ecuador, and I said, wow. So then I felt the connection with this shaman, and I had the opportunity to give them a class about the 12 powers. 620 hours of teachings about the 12 powers. All of this is sponsored by the ministry in Raleigh, that I am the leader, the spiritual leader. So we were able to give certificates about that. So that was amazing. So we went to the graduation with these shamans in Ecuador after the 620 hours of the powers. And here comes the experience. I was in the class. It was midday, noon, 12:30, something like that. And I was explaining that the powers give us the capacity of being the owner of my time. And I have the capacity of transcend any situation and transform any reality in my life. And guess what? March 18 is the date of the earthquake in Ecuador. So the room starts shaking. Boom, boom. It was like this, and then like this. It was like this, and then like this. So everybody in the room says, "Osvaldo, earthquake." And I said, "Breathe." I said, "What?" "Yes, sit down and breathe with me. I'm just telling you that we are able to transform any reality. And now the universe is giving you the opportunity to transform your reality. Breathe with me. Are you sure?" "Yes." So we were 36. Breathing and open. Of course, I was connected to something that I can tell you this is what I did. No, I just felt. If I am saying that I am able to do something and I'm experiencing this, it's connected. That's it. So if I am saying, literally, these powers help us to transform our reality. And then the house starts shaking. What is the meaning of that? Let's prove it. So everybody in the other rooms were just, hey, earthquake. And we were in the room breathing. And I said, don't let any of those things outside, bother you right now in your focus of what you are doing right now. So we were breathing, releasing. Don't think in anything. You are not trying to stop the earthquake. You are just holding yourself in the earthquake. Because sometimes we want to change the reality that we see outside. Oh, let's stop the earthquake. Let's stop the rain. Let's stop this. Let's stop poverty. Let's stop sadness. No. Leave that like that because that's part of the system. But how you gonna react at this moment? If you're about to go and run because you are afraid of, hey, where are you going? Stay where you are and be you. And that's the thing. I don't know what I am. So, once we connect with that power in, we were able to breathe and then laugh. And then the afternoon, the whole afternoon was just a bright afternoon about realizing that we were able to transform our reality. So, how it is connected to success? To me, being able to transform my reality is success. Not from my resistance, it's from my heart. I don't like that. I don't like an earthquake, of course I don't like. Who likes it? Nobody likes it. But I don't run away from that. You see, I just embrace that. With what? With my tools. Of course, I had to have tools in order to transform my reality. And happens that I went to another city before that day, and I went to Cuenca, my original city. And one of my brothers is the owner of a construction company. And he told me, hey, do you have an afternoon, a free afternoon? Because I have 15 employees and I would like them to have a connection with you. Teach them anything. Whatever you have to share, just give it to them. And I said, okay. So I've been working with the 12 powers, with the shamanic community, and I divided the powers in 3 wheels. The first wheel I call the wheel of manifestation, and the first power is faith, the second is understanding, the third one is love, and the fourth is wisdom. But how I'm going to teach a corporation about the powers is too spiritual for them. But I choose another title. I said, we're going to talk about the 4 pillars of success. I said, oh yes, great. What are those? Instead of faith, I call it desire. Of course, all of this because I did a meditation, I said, oh, what I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do, because powers for me is, wow, I've been studying 12 powers for 20 years. So I connected and then I meditated and said, how I'm going to present this? I'm going to present like this. Faith is going to be desire. Understanding. Could be understanding, but you know what? If I understand my desire, I need to get ready for that, to prepare myself, to educate myself. You see, because most of the time, when I have the desire of something, I just keep the desire. I wish. But with the understanding, I prepare myself consciously, mentally. So then, we have the third element, the third power is love. You know, the word love in a corporate world is like, So I put it into transformation, because love transforms. So first I have the desire, then I prepare myself for that, and then I transform based on what I learn. And then wisdom, what is for? To share. So now I am sharing what I learned. Now I'm not sharing my shoes or my socks or my belts. I'm sharing what I learned, and that is wisdom. You see? So that's the circle. And I took this group of people into meditation and realization that, oh my gosh, they forgot that these things exist. I am able to visualize myself in the future. I am able to visualize, to create myself. How many times that I need to recreate, I have the power. They forgot about that. Why? Because, of course, the world that we live in is not inviting you to do these spiritual things. Because these spiritual things is up to us. You see? So, success. Going back to success. I said that true success happens as a consequence of a spiritual journey. Before I connect with my spiritual path, I was connected to the world. And as I always wanted to help people, I went straight to New York and I opened a company of investments to make money and give money to the people because that's the way I help. But then I realized something. I chose a group of people to support in Ecuador. I was sending them money, and when I went to visit them, they started drinking Black Label instead of rum. They had a plasma instead of the regular TV. I said, uh-oh, I think this is not the way. You see, and then 9/11 happened, the stock market went down, and of course I realized that what I was doing is not the way. But my feeling of sharing something never ended. Now I am able to share that. To share with who? With the indigenous community, because the people that we are sharing this is traditional people from South America. It's not white people, it's not people related to Europe, because in my country everybody fights to be from Europe. You know, my descendants are from Spain. And I said, no, mine are from South America. I am very Indio. You know, that connection with Mother Earth, all the elements of the tradition. So I consider myself right now in a success. Why? Because of the evidence that is going on, that is happening in front of me. This is happening. My message, I am free to deliver without, any restriction, because this is what I am. I took Oswaldo from darkness to light. How? I cannot tell you how. The only thing that I can tell you is that using shamanism, using meditation, being in unity connected, reading about this, reading about that, I never quit the idea of finding Osvaldo in light. Because it happens that I know myself very well, as you know yourself very well. So you know what you are afraid of. You know everything about you. So that's basic information to transform your reality. We don't need to experience a literal earthquake to feel that we are in an earthquake. Every time, every single day, we need to support ourselves in one way or another. Come on. Start coming Sundays here and you will see the difference. Start being part of the community that looks for the light, not for darkness. My father calls me once a week, and he is the reporter of all the terrible things in Ecuador. You know, mijo, this is beep. Everything in this country is going to beep. So I took them last time I was in Ecuador. He lives in the top of the mountain. He sees all the city. It's a beautiful place. So I took him to this bathroom, and at the right side there was a bag of garbage. So I said, "Pa, come over here. Now what?" Okay. Look at this picture. So you see over there the mountains, over there the valley, the city, the churches. You see the other mountains. And look, there is a bag of garbage. with, ah, ew, you have rats over there. What is that? Oh my gosh, somebody put some toilet paper. Ew. And I start describing the bag for 5-10 minutes. And I say, don't you see, Father? The garbage is just part of all of this. And you are focusing every single day in what happened. Today, 4 rats. Tomorrow, maybe 5. Guess what? It's going to be 6. If you don't like that bag of garbage, get out of your sight. So don't pay attention to what is wrong with the world, because there is a lot of things that are right. Okay, tell me what is right in this world. Oh my gosh. If you don't see it, I cannot tell you. In instance, my life is a blessing, I said. So he breathes, and then he opens his heart, and he ended up giving me a hug and blessing my path. But the next day, guess what? The bag is there. You see? So in terms of success, I don't see myself being popular with a million of views of my videos, with Facebook's likes, with people that doesn't know me. I don't see that way of success. The way that I see success is that I am able to transform my reality. That's the only way that how I can say, you know what, I'm a successful guy. Why? Because I am able to transform my reality. And as I am able to transform my reality, I can transform the reality of the ones that I live with, of course, if they allow me to. Because that's another thing. I used to like to change lives without permission. It's because I love you. Yeah, but don't love me that way. You see? So there is a lot of things that we have to recognize in order to transform another people's life, but there is a life that you can begin, yours. And that's what I'm going to invite you the next 3 minutes, just to connect with that energy in you, and then I'll be done. I'm very grateful for allowing me to share this with you. Close your eyes, please. Close your eyes and feel yourself. You are your own creator. And tell it to yourself, I am able to transform my reality. I can transform my reality. Give it to yourself with that permission. I can transform my reality. I don't need to run away. I can transform my reality right now, here and now. Breathe. Let go. One more time. Feeling that power in your life. One more time. Recognize yourself and recognize that vibration that you are able to transform your reality here and now. You can open your eyes and I invite you to see your hands. Feel it. Those are the ones that is going to help you transforming your reality. Thank you very much. Thank you, Reverend.
Don't you wish you were following that? That was very nice. That was groovy, as a matter of fact. which is going to be a theme for the songs, the next couple songs that are coming up. I've been reading this book by one of our members in the congregation. I don't know if she would like me to say her name, but she's met everybody in the world of rock and roll, right down from Mick Jagger to Chris Squire. It's amazing. But on her book, she's got flower power pictures. And so when I was looking for songs this week, Flower Power came to mind. So that's what you're going to get. And it's very groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just turn down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy, da 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 da. Feeling groovy, da 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 da. Feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do-do, feeling groovy. Feeling groovy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy, da-da-da-da-da-da. I got no wings to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just skipping down the cobblestone, a little more fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy, da 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 da. Feeling groovy, da 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 da. I got no dreams to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is da 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 da. Feeling groovy.
This way, Matt. Yeah, feeling groovy. Thank you. Right matter. All right. So, are we ready to transform our experience right now? Because we got some transforming to do. I put on this scarf that was given to me by my brother's spiritual community. So it's got the gopi energy. It's the two gopis who are the spiritual leaders of his community gave me this. And it just feels like I'm bringing some of that spiritual energy because I want to spiritualize this part of the service. We have been experiencing in this community the reality, the little trash bag thing, of being in the red for a few months. And, needing to borrow from the savings and just not meeting our needs. So, but what can we do here? We can transform that reality, right? We can spiritualize it. We can remember that abundance is ours. We are an expression of infinite abundance, each and every one of us. And together, that creates a lot of abundance. We're talking about love energy. Money is love energy in form. And that's the way we want to think about it. We want to think about being a giver to life. We want to think about allowing that abundance to flow through us, bless the places that we love, the people and the places that we love, and allow it to come back into our lives. So I invite you to think about that idea that you're spiritualizing this practice. This is a practice. It really is a spiritual practice of giving and supporting what you believe in, what you want to have continue. So I invite you to take out your many ways to do this, right? There are, you can write a check. We do credit cards. We are online. You can do it on your phone, on Venmo, and text to give. And they're all in the program here if you are struggling to find a way to do this. I got so much to give. How do I do it? So you just pull this out and look, and you can do it. And there's actually, a little QR code that you can do that with as well. Okay, so take something that represents that to you. Is there a green card in here? Yes, if you're a sustainer, in other words, you have signed up for automatic giving, so you don't have to, think about doing it every Sunday. Then you're holding the green card, and that's your representation of the gift that you're giving today. So hold it in your hands, maybe place it to your heart, and say with me our abundance affirmation. Take a deep breath. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is. Amen.
Happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much love I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. Happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much good I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. Happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much grace I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled.
All right, thank you. Feeling that loving energy pouring through us, through your heart and out through your hands, if you would direct them here, and just feel that energy of abundance that is so present, so available. We just need to open to it and say yes. So let's just say yes right now. Together, yes! Feeling that love energy just amplifying as these gifts bless this community, go out and bless the wider community and return to the giver, pressed down, multiplied, and running over. And so it is. Thank you. And Mary's going to take the prayer request box back to the foyer and put it there, and next to it is a prayer request form. So if you'd like your prayers prayed over during the service and by the prayer team during the month, go ahead and fill out one of those forms, put it in the box, and we will do that. All right. One more piece of music, right? All right.
So the question comes up, do you believe in magic?
Groovy magic.
Do you believe in magic? In a young girl's heart, how the music can bring out whatever it starts, and it's magic. If the music is groovy, it makes you Oswaldo. Believe in the music that'll set you free. You believe in magic.
I believe in magic of Oswaldo. Thank you for that talk. It was beautiful. Oh, and I did forget something. I kept feeling like I'm forgetting something. I forgot to welcome anybody who might be here for the first time today. And if you are, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. And hopefully when you came in the door, somebody put a packet of information in your hands, and there's a card on the outside. And if you fill out both sides of that and return it to the greeter, there's a little booklet we want to give you in that. And after the service, we have a wonderful Sacred Cafe, which so fabulous coffee and refreshments and outdoors. And so please join us for that, and we can, get to know you a little better, and you can get to know us. And if you're joining us for the first time online, if you found us, welcome again. If you would just say hi, put your name in there, and Mel, our wonderful greeter, online greeter, is probably putting up some information about how you can find out more about us. All right, so we got lots of stuff going on here, in addition to all the things that happen on Sunday. And let's talk about what's happening this Friday. It's game night, right? It's game night. It's an adult game night mixer this Friday from 6 to 9, and it's sponsored by our UCP Social Committee. So it's just a lot of fun. Come on down, have fun, and play. There's just a whole slew of different games that you can. Yeah. Who else has been? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, it's this Friday. Okay, so, Earth Day is April 22nd. The reason I know that is because my daughters were born on April 22nd, so every year I know it's Earth Day. I don't lose track of that one. And it's also celebrated, we're celebrating it here today by being of service to something that helps the planet. And in this particular iteration this year, we're doing Adopt a Highway cleanup. And so we have adopted this highway that's right out here, the Sewell School Road. And we're going to get together in the morning and, collect ourselves and go out and collect trash and get it off the road so that it doesn't get into the bellies of, our little critters that are around, right? Because it's very harmful. So we're going to pick that up and as a way of being of service on Earth Day. Okay, and all of this you can find out on the back table. There's more information on that back table. Also on our website, unitychapelhill.org. Okay, and next week we have something, speaking of Earth Day, it's kind of, we're thinking about this all month, is our somebody who's going to come and speak to us about composting. And this is Julie Moore from the NC Composting Council, right? And she's going to come after, she's going to be here during the service, and then she'll share a little bit afterwards about what it is, how you can participate in it, what you can compost, what you can't, because we've started a compost program here, and I don't know if you've noticed, but on the back deck there's a black bin, and that's the compost bin. So what I've been doing is I got this little thing on my, kitchen counter at home with a lid on it, and I put the scraps in the eggs and, all that stuff that usually goes down the garbage disposal, and then I bring it here and put it here. We're invited to do this, and you can also sponsor this. It's $10 a month to help sponsor this whole program. And then, was it once a week? They come and pick it up and take it, and it turns into beautiful, fertile soil, that gets spread around, and it's helpful for the planet. All right, so please.
Victoria, I think it's also important to point out, like dairy, meat, things that you can't compost at home in your own home composting system, you can bring everything here. I mean, the only thing you really can't compost are recyclables. So think about what you're throwing out because you don't think you can compost it and bring it here.
Right, like napkins and paper towels and stuff like that? Can you do
I
that?
mean, like meat and dairy, yeah.
Yeah.
Things that you don't think you can.
Yes,
you
meat
really
and dairy.
can, yes.
Okay.
But again, you'll learn all about that next Sunday.
Yes, all right, good. Okay. And our wonderful Karen Novi is going to speak to us for a moment about her upcoming workshop.
Thank you. On April 29th, Lynn Kuntz is a songwriter and circle song leader from Greensboro. She and I are co-facilitating a women's workshop from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. here. We'll have lunch during the day, but it's going to be super fun. It's about exploring your voice and movement and your inner voice and some self-care practices, and it's just going to be a magical, really well-rounded full day, so I hope you can join us for that. Yeah, you can register online.
Online?
UnityChapelHill.org/events, and you can register with the link there. Thank you.
And is there a flyer on the back table?
And there's a flyer, and it happens to be on the back table. And I saw one outside too this morning, and then there's one.
Oh, good, good.
Sacred Sounds, it's called, but it's about so much more than sounds. It's about some inner listening and some self-care.
Yeah, wonderful. I took a little mini course that she did via Zoom, and we were working with the voice, and it just felt so healing just to open up and allow things to come through and get silly with it. You were
Oh yeah, we make
all
silly
kinds
voices.
of yeah.
And that actual
is that
workshop,
part of
that'll
it?
be part of it. Yeah, I'll
Uh-huh.
be leading that right before lunch, and that's about accessing your voice and your breath and creating vibration in your body and just
Yeah.
creating some healing. So
It's a very
really-
healing
it's
tool,
really-
your voice, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Built-in tools. Love that work.
Built-in tools, yeah.
Love that play, I should say.
Okay, thank you, yeah. All right, so social media is stay connected with us, ways to find out what's going on during the week. Maybe you missed something, you don't want to miss something, wonderful events that are coming up, you want to put it on your calendar and plan it. So you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on all of that. And our YouTube channel also, we archive all the talks on Sunday. So if you have missed something, you can go back and watch it on YouTube. So if you do find yourself in those places, and please do hit the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button, all of those things. And that really helps to give us some visibility, right? We want to share this, what we have. We don't want to be the best kept secret here, right? We want to share this idea. We want to share the love. So please help us to do that. Okay, after the service, we have, like every after service on Sunday, the 3-minute miracle. And that's an opportunity to sit with someone who is trained in prayer, in affirmative prayer, and they can help you see the highest possible perspective and help you to kind of move into that. And it's very loving and healing. And today, our trained prayer partner is Mel. And she will be back in the ministry office, which is the last door on the left. So if you got anything going on, I invite you to have that experience. Also, we've got a deeper dive discussion group. And today it's Carmelo is leading this discussion group. So if, this is kind of sparked, this talk has sparked something and you'd like to sort of dive in a little deeper, what did he really mean by that? How can we practice that? This would be a good time to get together and share ideas, and ideas build upon each other when we're in a group like that. So, and that is on the last door on the right after service. And you can, we're going to have refreshments, so you're going to get some coffee, some snacks, and bring a plate and bring it in there, so you don't have to miss that. Okay. No sides. Oh, Michael Savino. Thank you. It's wonderful to see you here. The We've Got Your Back team is a team that really supports people who have just come back from the hospital or need a little extra care. And there is a sign up to help take care of people on a temporary basis. So we got that going. If you'd like to participate in that, see who is a representative of We've Got Your Back today. Karen, thank you. Okay, great. All right. I think that's it. So we have children today? All right, let's sing them in.
I am the radiant light from God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant light from God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant light from God. I am, I am, I am.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Today we talked about us being one with the universe because we're talking about life, and of course, Ava San shared the different things like the animals and the trees and the ocean and all those things. And we read a story about at the end of the rainbow. The little boy was trying to get to the end of the rainbow. Of course, there's no end of the rainbow, but the friends that he made along the way, that he collected, all the different animals, and they went as one. So, Ava San, this is her rainbow. She created herself. It's not finished. We're going to finish it up next week because we want to put under the rainbow all the things that come together. So that's going to be under the rainbow, and she even said, let's finish this up next week. So, we'll show you that.
And all the children in our community and all the children everywhere together. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, thank you. You may go join your mama. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Benny. All right, if you could stand up, if you're able, we'll say our prayer of protection with I am statements, and then our peace song. All right, let's take a nice deep breath together. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.